So what I'll do is I'll now bring my feed, my customized feed. I want to target 1:3 at least, minimum of 1:3, right? If you want to improve your trading result, the truth is that you cannot run away from the study that is involved. You have to study, you have to back test your strategy, and if you don't have a good strategy, you have to get one good strategy, practice it, back test it. That's number one thing you must do. You must do that, otherwise there is no way you are ever going to become profitable. So I have this one strategy that I want to share with you. Let's do this together. Let's go to the chart. Let me show you this very strategy that can help you become profitable if only you backtest it very well and apply risk management and proper trading psychology discipline. You will become profitable with it. Let's go to the chart. Let me show you now. So we are right now on my chart, and you can see I have both synthetic indices and currency pairs here. All right, so this strategy works for both synthetic indices and currency pairs. Now let's go to the chart. Look at the chart here. Very neat chart, very clean chart. All right, now number one criteria for this strategy, one thing you will need very well is to have these lines here, these white lines demarcating your chart like this. Okay, this is called daily separator. Now each line stands for one full day. Okay, so from this line to this line here is one full day. This is today actually, and that's on the hourly time frame and minutes time frame. It stands for from H1 down to M1. It stands for one full day. Okay, so this is today, this is yesterday, day before yesterday, and so on. Now if you go to H4, it will mean 1 week. Like if you go to H4, the line will now stand for 1 week, right? Weekly period separator. Then if you go to daily time frame, it will now be monthly. Okay, yeah, it will now be monthly. If you go to weekly, it will now be yearly, right? So it will stand for 1 full year. Same as monthly. If you go to monthly, still 1 full year, right? So we don't need all that. What we need is from the H1 time frame. So the first thing to do is set this line. How do you set this line? If you don't have it on your chart, just go to your settings and then look for period separator, right? Look at period separator here, set it on, turn it on, period separator. Now if I turn it off, you will see that the lines will disappear. But if I turn it on, what do you see? The lines will all come back. So you have a period separator. Now make sure that your chart is on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, we only need 3 time frames for this strategy: the 1 hour, the 15 minutes, and the 5 minutes time frame. That's what we need. That's all we need. Now on the 1 hour time frame, forget about the present day you are in. For instance, this is today, so forget about today. What you are looking at is the previous day. Okay, you are looking at yesterday. What you are going to do is pick your horizontal line, mark the high of the previous day, then mark the low, right? Good, the first step. Then secondly, look for any other zone in between the both of them. Any other zone in between the day. Look at this one here. We have this zone here. If you don't know how to mark your zones, you can check out this channel. We have a video on how to mark your support and resistance, how to do top-down analysis. You see how I mark my zones. So we have this zone, I've marked it. We have another one here. Look at this other one here. It's a zone also. It's also a zone. So we mark it, right? So now we have to go to the 15 minutes time frame to check if there are adjustments to make. If there's anyone that is not properly aligned, you can adjust it, or if there's any zone that is neglected. For instance, here we skipped this one, so we can mark it, right? This is to mark this one as well. We have a zone here. Then if we check up here also, we have a zone right here. Okay, so we'll mark it. These zones are the support and resistance levels. They are the areas where price has retested multiple times. Okay, the areas where price has retested multiple times. So we have marked everything right now. It is in order. We'll now go to the 5-minute time frame. The 5-minute time frame is our entry time frame. All right, that is our trading time frame. Now on the 5-minute time frame, what do we want to do? We want to analyze the market. We want to look at the where price is at the moment when you open your charts. Okay, at the time you got into the market, where is price? That's what we want to check. Now look at this. Probably you entered here, you came in around here. Okay, came in around here when price was somewhere here. Now look at this level. Price dropped in the previous day here, went back and made this high, right? Then dropped, and you can see that it broke this other high, right? It took out this level. So which means from today you can see this high, that new high that the price created today. Look at it here. Now what we are going to do with that is, you have this high that price created and it has broken this level. So what you are going to do is that you are going to wait for a retracement back. Okay, so obviously price has broken. Remember, what we are trading is the break and retest strategy. The break and retest strategy, that is what I trade. So price has broken out of this level here. So what you want to do is to wait for it to come back to this level, right? Want to wait for it to come back. Now if you look here, you see this other block. It is in alignment with this level that was broke, this support level. Now so wait for price to come back. Now when price come back, you will not just jump in like that. Okay, what I'm going to do is that you pick your trend line. This is what I do. Pick up the trend line. Yeah, you can see that. Pick up the trend line. Just draw your trend line. This is it. If you don't know how to draw the trend line, check this channel. I also have a video on how to draw trend lines. Okay, so after you draw a trend line, wait for price to break it. Now you can see how price broke the trend line right here. Okay, price broke it here and then came back with this candle to retest it. Now this could have been a possible entry and it worked out, but personally I don't enter that way. Reason being that there was this high here. Okay, so price did not break it. You can see this high. So this high could constitute a resistance to the movement of price. So I will not join the trade here because this high here can reverse it and it will drop and hit my SL. Okay, so I will not enter here. Then you wait and you see this move here that broke this high. You can mark it. So this actually gave us a double bottom. All right, if you look at it, you see that we have a double bottom right here. This is it. We have a double bottom right here. It gives us a double bottom right here. You can see that. So this is the neckline. So price came back to retest it here. This would be my entry. This would be my entry right here. As price came back, I can even use pending order. Pending order. This will be my SL, and then TP is this next key level. You can see that. So whereas we are risking, just according to this illustration, okay. Now sometimes you can also set your stop loss at this low, right? Because it is safer. But this place is also safe. This is safer. So we have we are risking $3 here and we are targeting $6 here. That is 1:2 risk reward ratio. So you can see how price tapped into our trade, tagged us in, and then pushed straight all the way to our big profit. That is the first one, right? We have the first trade and it went well. Now this is another one. Price also came back again. Price came back again, and when it was coming, you can see the trend line again. Now mind you, we had a break of structure. We had a break of structure right here. We had a break of structure right here. So that's it. So this zone has been broken. Now there is a zone right here. This is our other block, which is a zone right here. You can see that. So as a matter of fact, this entire area is a valid zone where you can look for. It's a zone of interest where you can look for a buying opportunity. So but if we narrow it down, we'll see that this is the other block right here. So as price comes in to this zone entirely, what do? I place my trend line. That's the next thing. I'll pick my trend line, place it here, draw it, just the same thing, the same pattern. This strategy is just the same thing I do every day, the same thing. Then I'll wait for price to break and retest it. Now you can see where price broke it. Now you observe again that there was this high, this little high. It always appears every time, this little high. So I also want to see that price did not just break the trend line, but also broke this little high. It will give me a confirmation that price has broken the resistance, and then we now need the retest. That is the confirmation. Now if you check again, you see that this is our other block. Okay, when price comes to retest, I want to see it retest this area, and that is where I'm going to take my entry. That's where I'm going to take my entry. And see that my SL below right here. Now I'm not going to target this high again because price has hit it already, so price is now going to take it out. My target will now be this place. Now most times I use my customized Fibonacci to measure my risk reward ratio, right? Because I want to make sure that I am targeting at least 1:2 risk reward ratio. If it's not up to 1:2 risk reward ratio, I will not take the trade. I want to target anywhere from 1:2 risk reward ratio and above. Okay, so here this is my entry here. You can see from 0 to 3. So this is 1:3 here. We bagged it. We bagged 1:3. Okay, so this is it. That's my target. We risk 1 and we made 3. Very simple. Okay, so this is my TP1, TP2, and TP3. Simple and short. It's as simple as that, guys. It's that easy. This is a very simple strategy. Now, after we are done with the trade, we want to still wait to see what is happening. Price has broken the zone again. Look at this zone here. Price broke it again. So we have the same break of zone. So sorry, place this in back here. This is our support level here, right? So I wanted to delete this. Okay, so here we have this zone. Let me mark it out. It has been broken, so kind of break of structure here, right? That has broken it. Now we want to wait for a retest, right? We want to wait for price to come back. Now as price is coming back, we are expecting to retest this area, this zone here, right? So but we will not just jump in as usual. We will still do our normal trend line. We draw our trend line again, wait for price to break it. Now observe again that before price broke our trend line, there was this high here also. Look at it. From this high, dropped and broke our trend line, and also broke the high. So our confidence is met. Then at this point, look at what happens. Price dropped. Now it did not get to our other block, not get anywhere, just range here and pushed up. So I will not be able to enter here because my strategy does not allow me to enter around there. So here price now came up, broke this structure here, like this level here, then came back to this other block. That will be my entry, right? This will now be my entry at about this point here. Sniper entry, stop loss below here, and I'm going to be targeting either here or here, right? So this first move right here did not get to this level, so this will be my target, this very level. That will be my target. Meanwhile, I'll still bring my Fibonacci for the risk reward ratio. So this is my entry. This is my stop loss here, and then this is my entry. I want to target at least 1:2 or 1:3 risk reward ratio. So you can see that we have it here. We have it right here, 1:3 risk reward ratio. So this would be the target. This would be the target right here. Basically, it will be this place. According to my strategy, okay, yep, here is it. This will be the target right here, 1:3 risk reward ratio, and we are done. It's that simple, guys. It's that simple. This is so simple. If this strategy makes sense to you, let me know in the comment section. Like this video and subscribe to the channel. Okay, so this strategy works every day. You don't need to even do much work. You don't need to do much work. Just follow my footsteps. Do what I've asked you to do, and you'll be good. So basically, you would have made some profits before the day will be over. And now, let's test the same strategy on currency pair. Maybe let's check maybe gold. Let's check gold. Where is okay, let's use USD JPY that is close. USD JPY. This is USD JPY. So we go again to which time frame? 1 hour time frame, right? Put the 1 hour time frame, and then we look at the previous day. Remember, we look at the previous day, not the current day. So this is the current day today. We are not looking at it. We are looking at the previous day. So we bring our tool here. We mark this support level right here. That was, I see the support level that was on the previous day. So here we also have another level. Here we mark it as well, right? So that's all we have, except this high. So we mark this high. That's all we have in between. So now go to 15 minutes time frame to confirm. Let's go to 15 minutes time frame to check if there are other levels we should mark and other adjustments. So this is okay. Now if you check here, probably by the time you meet it, you see that this high has been formed. So this high now we can mark it. It's a zone, it has been formed, so we can mark it. This is it, marked. And if you trace it back here, you see that it's also a zone right here. Excuse me. So we marked it. This is also a zone, so we may not even need this once again, but good, we can mark it. And that's it. So what do we want? We want to now go to our M5 after we confirm that we've marked everything. And see, we're marked. And go to our M5, that is where we'll be trading from. Now, and we are looking for breakouts, right? So, first of all, what happened? Price came here. Excuse me. Now we can adjust. You can see here. So price came here and rejected from here, rejected, double rejections. So market price came again, bounced from this one after it came to this zone here. You can see that after price came to this zone, and you can see that if you check very well, you observe that price rejected this level 2 times before breaking it. So we actually have a breakout, right? But it's not very significant, but we still take it as a breakout. And then price bounced from this other level and then pushed to this level. So from here down to here, up to this place rather, this is a resistance level and it bounced from there. So when we see price bouncing from here and pushing up here, what do? We draw our trend line as usual. Very simple, just the same thing. We keep repeating the same thing. Draw your trend line. Boom. We have our trend line. Okay. So after we draw our trend line, the next thing we want to observe how price gets to it. Now price broke it, but if you observe, we have this low before price came and broke it. We have this low here that price formed, which is a mini support, right? And if you check, if you draw our tool there, you see that price has not really broken it, right? So I will not be able to take this trade. Price did not break it, even though it went back to retest and started dropping, but I will not be able to take the trade. So price eventually came here and broke it. So I will wait for price now to come back and retest this level. But you see here, price did not retest it. It started dropping. So eventually price came and broke this major support level that we had here. Good and fine. So price broke it with a volume like massive. I can see this candle with volume. So as price broke it, dropped, it went back to retest it. This is a perfect entry opportunity. Now can I place my entry right here? Then my stop loss. I can decide to place my stop loss here, but this one will be risky because you can see this fair value gap here. You can see we have this fair value gap here. So and price failed to retest this zone, so it can decide to come back and retest it. So if I place my stop loss here, it will be very risky. So I have to place it here, just above this high, right? Safer than before. So what I'll do is I'll now bring my fib, my customized fib. I want to target 1:2. I want to target 1:3 at least, minimum of 1:3, right? This is it. 1:2 rather, minimum. And then if the trend is good, we can go with more. We can go maybe 1:3, 1:4, and so on and so forth. So here you can see what happens. Price tagged us in, hit our first take profit, hit our second take profit, and now take profit. And that's it. And see that, very simple. It is as simple as, like, this strategy works so well, guys. If you master this strategy, forget it, you are good. Your life will change, your trading result will change. Just practice what I've taught you. Now if you want to trade my signals that I generate from this setup, from this same strategy, want to see my chart setups and my signals that I trade from this strategy, quickly rush now and join my Telegram channel. The link is in the description box of this video. Join my Telegram channel. And then if you're watching on TikTok, check my bio, the link is there. Join my Telegram, and then you trade my free signals and chart setups on a daily basis. You can also contact me for mentorship if you want me to teach you this live, and if you want to watch me trade it live. Contact me for mentorship or account management, okay, via Telegram. Just send me a message. Feel free to send me a message. All right. So this is Jaffa Trade, and this is everything about the strategy. Very simple and straightforward. Pure price action. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a nice comment in the comment section. All right. Thank you, and remember, it can only get better. Peace.